So today we're going to talk about brows. If you have brows like these, this video is not for you. Okay. This is for someone who has a little bit of a finer brow, a lighter brow, and they want to emphasize their brow form, their brow shape a little bit more. So right now I have done all my makeup, but I have not done my brows. And yes, my brows are a little bit dark. They have some color, but they're not where I like them to be. So I'm going to show you how to get a good brow look using ShadowSense. So there's another product that you can also use called SeneGence. That is for someone who maybe back in the day had shaved their eyebrows and really has either a very fine line that they want to thicken, or they have no brow. SeneGence works great because it will apply directly to your skin with a very tiny hair-like brush that will give you the appearance of brow hairs. It's waterproof, smudge-proof, budge-proof. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just like lip sense. I don't use SeneGence on a regular basis just because I do have hair on my brow line, and SeneGence works best when you're applying it directly to skin. So when I apply SeneGence, I have to kind of make sure I get it in to touch my skin. Or if I want to extend the width of my brow, I'll use SeneGence. But on a regular, everyday basis, I use ShadowSense. First off, you need to make sure your brows are defined, and that includes plucking, waxing, removing any types of stray hairs that may fall outside of your brow line. If you have a brow girl or a waxing place, I'd suggest go ahead and get them waxed just so you can kind of get a shape that you can kind of maintain. Your brows start and end, and where does that arch go? So to do that, you can use a pencil. This is just my brow brush. For the beginning of your brow, you want to hold the pencil just to the side of your nose, and where the pencil hits is where your brow should start. So if your brow falls short, you know you have to fill in a little bit until you get to the pencil. Then you have your ending point, and you take your pencil and you go to the outer corner of your eye, and where that hits is where your end point of your brow should be. So mine falls a little short, so I always extend my brow to the corner of my eye. And finally is the arch, that awesome little part in the middle that kind of gives the brow that great definition. You want to take your pencil through the center of your eye, and where that hits on your brow is where your arch should be. So you want to make sure you mark either visually or with some ShadowSense where your starting, ending, and arching points are on your eye. So now we're going to use our ShadowSense, and to do that there are 4 colors that I think are really key to playing with to get the color of brow that you like. So those colors are Mocha Java, this is great for blondes; Garnet, great for brunettes and redheads; Onyx, great for black hair; and Smoke Topaz is actually, I know it looks a little grayish green, but very natural brow color. If you mix it with some of these other colors, or if you have darker hair, this kind of actually gives a really good look. I know it looks scary, but I would recommend you playing around with it and seeing if it works for you. So I normally use Mocha Java on a regular basis when I do my brows, but today I'm going to show you how to mix, and I'm going to mix a little bit of Garnet in there just to show you how it kind of makes it a little bit darker. Any of these can be mixed together to achieve your desired brow color. So it's something that you can really customize to work for you. Okay, so to mix your brow color, you're just going to take the ShadowSense, and you're just going to wipe it on your hand. So I've got my Mocha, I'm going to put a little more Mocha Java than Garnet. And then I'm going to take my angled brush. This is just an angled brow brush. It actually says brow on it, but you can use any type of dense, short, angled brush to apply your ShadowSense. So now I'm just going to take the colors that I mixed here, and I'm going to mix them together and just act like a little painter, little Bob Ross, happy trees. And I'm just going to combine this into a color that is going to work for me. And I have my color on here, and what I like to do is start at my arch. You don't want the darkest part of your brow to be right there at the front. It's very natural to have the darker color kind of towards this outer line. So I put the most of the product on this arch,
Arch.
Arch. And I just very slow. I'm doing a video. Oh. So I just kind of fill and I drag it down a little bit. And you have a few minutes to smudge ShadowSense, just like when you do your eyes. So you can kind of make sure you get it in the right spot. And then for the front part of the brow, I like to draw a line on the underneath and on the top. Notice I'm not really touching that corner right there. We're gonna get to that last. And then I draw my top line, and then I take my color and I just fill in between the lines. And then with whatever's left on your brush, then you want to very lightly just brush up. And that's how I do my brows. So there's a finished brow and there's a not finished brow. So you can see it really helps to define your face and give an anchor point. So there's the finished look. And I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys later.